One of the biggest challenges that entrepreneurs face is accessing capital. I know when I started my business 14 years ago, I wish I had an investor that could help me start or scale. Well, as a commissioner in the city of Lauderhill, it has been a challenge that I have been working diligently for the last 6 years to help small businesses overcome. And we've done it. We've done it through a partnership with the National League of Cities and Kiva. My name is Melissa P. Dunn. I am CEO of MD Marketing and Consulting, founder of this Dunn Wisdom movement, and of course, I'm also commissioner in the city of Lauderhill. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of our small businesses that is doing amazing things. They graduated from my Lauderhill Shines program, signed up for Kiva, and now they are well on their way to achieving their goals. Please help me to welcome my guest today, Camille from AKOZMOM Creamery. Hey, Camille.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I'm
Good
so
afternoon.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for your story. Before we get into it, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and your business?
Okay. So my name is Camille, and I am the owner and founder of AKOZMOM Creamery and More. And the name is like, hey, cuz. Like, you come in and, the other young people always call their friends cuz, and they always say, hey, cuz, but it's spelled AKOZ. And I opened the business almost a year now, and I make ice cream, Caribbean inspired ice cream. So I've had people call me to ask me to make different flavors. I've so far the only one that's outside of the box was Mommy. It was my first time making it, and the young lady really enjoyed it. So that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to be challenged to make different ice cream that is not the norm. I don't want it to be like the regular Caribbean ice cream shops or flavor. So currently, I do not have a brick and mortar. I am doing special orders. I am doing um, festivals and also pop up shops and farmers markets. So currently, that is where I am at. And I am currently in the Kiva program. I'm on their
Well,
platform.
before we talk about the Kiva program, let's take it back just a little bit.
Okay.
So, one of my favorite flavors that you do is
Mhm.
soursop and mango, right?
Thank
What
you.
what inspired you to start making ice cream?
Okay. What inspired me, actually, which was sad, is poor customer service. So I went to this particular place, I won't say the name, and I frequently visited because I love ice cream. And even though I make ice cream now, I still go to people's ice cream shop because, yes, that's
Mhm.
just me.
Ice
And
cream
so I
is
went.
joy.
It really do bring joy to you. You having a bad day, you're like, you know what, let me go get some ice cream. It just changes the whole atmosphere. You could sit
Mhm.
down, you could vibe, just clear your mind from, whatever it is, and just enjoy some delicious ice cream. And this particular day, I walked into the ice cream shop, and the young lady was sitting there at the booth with a friend, and she didn't move. And the only reason why I know that is because, like I said, I love ice cream, so I'm always there. And so
Mhm.
I stood there for a while, waiting for her to finish her conversation, and then I asked her, can you serve me? And she got up with an attitude, and she came behind the counter on her cell phone, and I still stood there waiting for her, and I'm like, can you serve me? She goes, in patois, of course. Well, may I wait for you? Tell me what you want. And I was just like, it was just it was just
Listen,
like poor customer service, and I felt like walking out.
listen,
And I
Camille. You
didn't
don't
because I
have to
was
say. Listen, you don't have to say anything else because I think that I went to the same ice cream place that you went to and got the same service. And worse, I had like a bunch of young people with me that I was buying ice cream for. So my order would have been well over $200. And it was the
wow.
same poor customer service.
Oh wow. Listen, I was so upset, but I really wanted the ice cream. Normally I would have walked out, but I purchased the ice cream anyway, and I said, you know what? This is not the first time I'm experiencing this. And normally I do not give a review unless it's a good review because I hate being the one to like put a negative impact on someone's business. I said someone else will do it. But this time it was that bad that I actually went and I gave a bad review as far as what I experienced. And then I received, when you give the the reviews, they could see it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Months later, I get a response, and apparently it was on the new management, and
Mm-hmm.
they apologized for my treatment, and they asked me was to come back and they try and experience it again. I did in fact go back, love ice cream. And this time the customer service was awesome. But like I said, I just love ice cream. So one day I had some bananas, and I was like, oh, I should make some banana ice cream. And so I went in and I said, mashed up the bananas, blended up, put all the ingredients in there, and just tried a thing. And then I took it to work with me. My family loved it. It was like, oh, my mom, this is so good. So I went to work with it, and my coworkers tried it. And it's like, oh my God, Camille, this is so good. And one of them, he was like, I don't want any because, people will be putting those artificial flavorings in it. I was like, you disrespected me. So disrespectful. Said I sat there and mashed up these bananas myself and did all these things, and you telling me about flavoring? And he was looking at me and he's like, okay, he tried it and he fell in love with it. And so they're like, oh my God, Camille, you should do this. You could go into business with it. And they all came up with the name Banana Mama and or kind of different things they were coming up with. And so that's how it started. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. So that's how
Do you
I
know
tried.
what I
And then I
love
went to
about
Star
that?
Stop.
Do you know what I love about that story, Camille? Is that number one, you identified an issue, right? Because you
Mhm.
experienced it, poor customer service.
Yes.
But the ice cream was so good that you stayed and gave them your money anyways. So that really set the bar, right? You wanted to have just that type of quality or better, but then giving you a competitive advantage by having great service.
Yes.
I love it. So you mentioned that you took it to work. What's your day job? Give me a little background.
So I am a radiation therapist. I treat cancer patients.
Okay. And so ice cream is something that's very therapeutic and calming, and it's a nice treat,
Yes.
right? If you can hold it down.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So,
Mhm.
how did you hear about Lauderhill Shines?
So Lauderhill Shines, I found out about it from through my church, City of Grace, Fort Lauderdale. And my pastor went through it and another member. Actually, a couple members have gone through it now. They went through the program. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it and see how it goes. And I tried it and I finished the program. It was a lot of work. And
Mm-hmm.
then I heard about the Kiva boot camp. And then I was like, okay, cool. Because, our class was going to be the first class to have Kiva. But then I'm not sure what happened. And then I went into the boot camp and here I am today.
Okay. So you were cohort 10 then?
10 or 11. I think it's 10, yes.
You were 10.
Because we're in
Okay.
12 right now, right?
Yeah, we're in 12. The class before that was 11.
So I was in 10.
You were cohort 10. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So, what's so amazing about this Kiva opportunity, guys? What's so amazing about this opportunity is that if you're a Lauderhill business, meaning you have a business license in the city of Lauderhill, you can apply to get up to $15,000 of zero interest loan through this Prosperity Hub with the Kiva program. And, so far we've had actually one of your church sisters that also graduated. She graduated from cohort 11. She just completed her Kiva run. And so now you
Yes.
are really officially the second person to go through it. What's the
Yes.
experience been like for you so far? Like, how did you
Um,
feel when you heard that your application was accepted?
oh my God. I was excited yet scared.
Mm,
I was excited, but I was scared because I was like, yes, finally. Because, you want to have your business, but they tell you that there's grants out there. But if you don't have a year or more experience or things or collateral for some of them just to show whatever, you don't get it. And so to be in the Kiva with, to have a 0% loan is unheard of. And so I was super excited that I got accepted. I was like really happy.
well, not only are you accepted, but you are the top of the game. You're actually at the full amount of $15,000.
Yes.
$15,000, and you are really, see if I can figure out how to share this, how to get this thing navigated. Okay, well, you are at the $15,000 mark, and I can't figure out how to um, navigate this thing with you on there. Let me see. All right. How's that? Can you see it clearly now? So guys, she's at $15,000 is what her loan amount is. And you currently are, thank God, you're at the top of the podium, right? You are now at, you got approved for $15,000. You've already raised over $10,000. So you only have $4,000 to go, right?
Yes. Yes. Thank
All right,
God.
let me play your video. I hope that people are still seeing my screen.
I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Camille, and I'm the founder of AKOZMOM Creamery and More. I'm a mom of four with a dream to launch a Caribbean-inspired ice cream business that brings joy, flavor, and family together, one scoop at a time. I'm starting small and smart with a mobile ice cream cart so I can serve farmers markets, community events, and local festivals right here in Lauderhill. This loan from Kiva will help me to buy equipment, supplies, and permits I need to officially launch. Your support means everything to me and my children. It helps me take the first steps towards creating a business that can grow into a future neighborhood shop. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for helping me to bring my dream to life.
I love that. So how does it work? Walk us through it. I'm still sharing your page. So people
Okay.
can go on and see that you are in need of a loan, right? They can read about your story,
Yes.
and then they can make a decision to become one of your investors, right? By loaning you, I think here I see as little as $25 or as
Yes.
much as $500, and they'll get the money back.
It goes up to 900.
It goes up to
They said it
900.
was, yeah, they told me it was 900. When I checked the other day, it showed five, but then when I
Mm-hmm.
used the laptop, it went greater than 900, which was very confusing. So I
Oh,
actually sent them an email about it, but I was told the maximum anyone can give is $900.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And what a blessing for you. So, what would it mean, Camille, for you to get this loan?
Oh my God, it would mean so much. I could get the proper equipment that I need. There's so many things that come into play that I knew about, and I thought that, by now I would have it down packed. But, you need advertising, you need marketing, you need to buy equipment. There's fees that you have to pay when you want to go to farmers markets. And, it's just so many things that is involved to buy the merchandise that you need, the equipment, everything is a lot that comes into play. And so this loan will truly help me, like push me out there to get everything that I want and to launch me off. And, because my goal, like I said, is to own a brick and mortar. So not if, when I'm starting to do much better, because like right now I'm getting a lot of feedback from the different flavors that I've had. I even added two vegan flavors because when I did the pop-up market for Lauderhill, I had a couple of people that came over and asked me for it, which I had it, but I didn't bring it because it was a kids event and most kids don't care about the vegan stuff. So this time I amped my game up and I started I have two flavors in there. Not too crazy because, they say starting out, you need to stick to like around five flavors, but I do have more than five, but yes.
So, which flavors do you offer now? I know you have the soursop, which I love. You have the mango, which I love. And then I heard you say earlier something about bananas, and then you added two vegan flavors.
Yes. So I have the soursop, both
Mm-hmm.
regular and vegan. I
Mm-hmm.
have the mango, then I have the mango coconut vegan. I also have regular plain old mango coconut as well. I have vanilla, I have grape nut, and I also have did I say banana already? I can't remember if I
No, you
did.
didn't. But you told the banana story because the banana was the first one that you did.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I love grape nut. So I haven't tried the grape nut yet. I've tried your mango and I've tried your soursop. So now I have to try the grape nut. But what I love about your business, Camille, is the fact that you are making sure that your products are all natural.
Yes. That's very important to me. If I can't read the ingredients, like I look at some of the things and it's hard to read it. So I'm like, no. Because even the very because I use how I came with the vegan is because one of my girlfriends, she's Rastafarian. And she's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a vegan one? I was like, no. I was like, because of course the condensed milk is not. And she goes, oh, they have a vegan one. I said, they do. So I looked into it. And so I look at the ingredients, and there's one of them that's just sugar and coconut milk. And then there's another one with like 10 different ingredients. And I was like, oh no. So then I have to
Mm-hmm.
get the other one, which costs more. Because every time you get something that's better for you, it costs way more money. Right. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing flavorings. I'm actually using the actual fruit, like the fruit puree. That's what I use to make my ice cream for the ones that require fruit. And the same thing for her stuff. I had to make sure that I'm getting quality things. Like if I don't want to put it in my body, I don't want to give it to others.
I love that. If you don't you only you want to do unto yourself what you want other people to enjoy. So
Correct.
tell me, Camille, I know that you're a startup. Your first year plan is to really get out there, do farmers market, and you're going to purchase a cart. Did I hear that correctly? So that you can go like a mobile cart, so you can go to the farmers
Yes.
markets and stuff.
Hmm. Yes.
All right. So when I become one of your Kiva lenders, my understanding is that I'm going to get my money back.
Absolutely. Everyone get their money back. Even though I've had people tell me that, oh yeah, I donated. I'm like, no, it's not a donation, it's an actual loan. They're like, oh, you could keep it. I said, I cannot keep it. It's something that will automatically go back to you once I start paying back my loan. So the key is to get persons to lend me $15,000. Once I get that $15,000, this closes off, and then Kiva will fund the 15,000. Then 30 days after I'm funded, then I start paying back the loan. And at that point, they'll start paying people back.
Okay. Yeah. So what I love about that, so I'm going to do my initial investment of $100. So once you
Thank
start
you.
paying back your loan,
Mhm.
then I'll get my money back, right? And then
Correct.
I can
In
just
increments.
in increments. Okay. And then I could roll that money over and support other businesses that through Kiva.
I was supposed so. I sent an email to find out about that
No,
because some
you
people asked
can.
if
You
they could give
can.
it to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. I can, as a lender, I can re-lend the money to somebody else. And what I love
Okay.
about this is, so I'm an entrepreneur myself, right? And I believe that abundance is a cycle of giving and receiving. And access to capital is a barrier that I face as a business owner. I wish that I could apply for Kiva, but I can't because, I'm a commissioner. It's a conflict of interest.
Yes.
But by me sowing into your business, that also is laying the foundation for somebody else to sow into mine. Not like I'm giving to expect anything in return, but it's just it makes sense. That's how generosity works.
Correct. That is very true. They said closed fist, if you have your hands closed, no one can put anything in it. So a lot of people tend to clench onto their money or their resources instead of helping others. So someone would like to come over to you and bless you with something, but you so closed fist that no one can put in it anything. So it's always good to give. And I am a giver. So I got really excited because when I went on at first, Allison, as you mentioned before, was the
Mm-hmm.
first one to get the Kiva loan. Kudos. But
Mm-hmm.
and she needed 10 people. So I thought it was 10 people persons I would need to get on the platform. And because you have to do the initial, your friends and family have to invest the $25 or more into you. And I required 30 people. And I was like, oh my God, 30. And I got so nervous. And I was like, how am I going to do this? And so I started calling around people who I haven't spoken to in a couple of like months. I called them up and stuff, and they actually went on and did it. So I think within 48 hours, I received my 30 people, and then I went global on Kiva's global site. So it was very exciting to see how quickly it went. And I was like, God, you are not playing around. You meant business. And so, but then there came a part where I was like, maybe I shouldn't have requested that much money. I should have went lower. But then you're going to be short on the things you really need. I was like, yeah, I would have pivoted and figured it out. You start getting that little nervous feeling because you're like, you're so close and you're like, ah, but God is good and he is a promise keeper. And I am
Mhm.
trusting him that it will work out and I am going to get all the fund I need to get the loan. So thank you.
So what I appreciate in the story that you just told is you just really shared the mindset, right? How the fear came up for you. Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have asked for so much. But then you really navigated the whole self-talk thing and pivoted and realigned yourself so that you were focusing on the promises, right? In order for you to move forward. And it's working for you. It's working. I mean, listen, look where you are. You
I
are right
know,
now.
72%.
You are, yes, completely.
Yes.
Your amount was 15,000, and you still have 15 days. You still have 15 days to
Yes.
raise $4,140. And I believe that you can do it. I believe, not
Thank
only do I
you.
believe that you can do it, I know that you can do it.
Thank you
I
so
know
much.
that you can do it. And so I am going to put in the chat, I'm actually going to put in the description for this show the link to your page.
Okay.
And everybody, I'm encouraging you to go on and become sow a seed in Camille's dream, sow a seed in Camille's business. Camille, what do you want to say directly to the people right now? Why should they invest in you?
By investing in me, you will get the opportunity to help me bring my dream to life of owning my own ice cream shop. And it's a way for me to leave a legacy for my children as well. I do believe that everyone should go for their dreams. And this is a huge dream of mine that is finally coming to pass. Like, the Lord has been dealing with me with this thing for a couple of years, and He put me on a timeline. He was like TikTok. And that thing scared me so much that I was like, oh, I better do something because I'm not trying to get in trouble. And so, if you help me with this loan, I would be so grateful because it will help me to get my dream of owning my own brick and mortar ice cream shop. And you could come in and see and taste delicious ice cream and just hold a good vibe. It will be a really, really awesome time. And if you hear of me at a farmer's market or a pop up shop, I'm also on Instagram currently. And so, you hear of any farmer shop market that I'm going to be at, please come out and taste it and see that yes, your investment will be in something that you truly, truly enjoy. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it.
I love that. I love that. Sow a seed in your dream. Well,
Yes.
Camille, I really do believe, I mean, I can testify. I mean, I know you graduated from my program and I know you personally, but I'm also a woman of integrity. And if the product wasn't good, you wouldn't be this far because I wouldn't have allowed you to go forward with Kiva if I didn't think that you had a viable product, right? I've tasted your ice cream. I'm also one of your customers and I'm going to be one of your lenders. So
Thank
thank you,
you.
Camille. God bless you. And I really believe it's just a matter of time before you see
Can't wait.
$15,000.
I'm so excited. It's so close. It's like you could taste it. When I looked, like yesterday was like at 50% or 50 something percent in the morning. Then when I looked on again, my husband's like, you see what time? I was like, oh, it's at 60%. I was like, so I'm
Yes.
getting excited. And now that I posted it on LinkedIn as well, and I've been asking other people to post on their sites, I think I'm gonna get a greater momentum. And I'm gonna call a couple more people who haven't loaned yet because they don't quite understand it. especially the older people. I have a lot of older friends. So when they go on, it's kind of like, oh, it's frustrating for them when things start popping up. So I'm going to call them and see if I can help
And
to
show them
navigate
how to
them.
do it. Show them how
Yes.
to do it. Well, listen, Dunn Wisdom family, let me tell you, here's how you can help Camille. Number one, you can go on, click on the link in the description, go on and become an investor, a loaner with as little as $25. That's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is you can share this episode, or if you don't feel like sharing the episode, you can just share the link to her page. She really is an amazing person. She's a kingdom entrepreneur, and we want to see her dream come true. I can tell you she's been one of my students, and she's willing to put in the work that it takes to make this business successful. We just need a couple of people to believe in her the way that I believe in her, and to believe in her the way she believes in herself. So, Camille, I know that you are favored, and I know that this is going to work out. So I'm going to say congratulations in advance.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Commissioner. I appreciate you having me on your show. I thank you for all the support. Like, you really go hard for us, especially when you know that, we're working hard and not just playing around. You really go out of your way. You're like very firm. And, this is what a lot of us need to go forward. So I greatly appreciate the time that you have taken out to help the community and us trying to start our small businesses. It has really been a blessing. You are a blessing to me and my family and to so many in the community. So thank you for your service.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. All right, Dunn Wisdom family, click on the link, comment, share, like, and go invest in Camille's dream. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the Dunn Wisdom Show. See you next time.